Literal equations. What is a literal equation? A literal equation is an equation with two or more variables. To solve a literal equation for one variable, use inverse operations, addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, squares and square roots. These are examples of inverse operations. So solving literal equations is similar to solving regular equations. We use the same procedure, it's just we're working with more than one variable. A lot of times we use this in formulas to isolate what we're solving for, so we can just plug numbers in and get the number we're looking for out. So as you recall, to solve for x, if we had x plus 7 equals negative 12, we would minus 7 on both sides. So x would equal negative 19. So how do you think we'd solve for a? Go ahead and try that. Right, to solve for a, we're isolating a, so we're going to subtract b on both sides. And that would leave us with a is equal to c minus b. Okay, solve for y. Y minus 9 equals 34, so we know we'd add 9 to both sides. And y equals 43. So to solve for d, d minus e equals f. Go ahead and solve for d. So we're going to solve for d, so we need to add e to both sides. D equals f plus e. Okay, solve for x. Negative 6x equals negative 30, so we divide negative 6 on both sides, and that would give us x equals 5. So go ahead and solve for r. C equals 2 pi r. So since r is what we're solving for and it's multiplied by 2 pi, we're going to divide each side by 2 pi. So c divided by 2 pi is equal to r. Solve for y. Y divided by a negative 4 equals 8. So we want to eliminate the denominator. We want to undo division. We're going to multiply each side by negative 4. So we're going to multiply each side by negative 4. Y equals negative 32. Number 4, solve for m. So d equals m divided by v. Go ahead and solve for m. We're solving for m. We're divided by v, so we're going to multiply each side by v. dv equals m. Okay, let's take it up a notch. We're going to solve two-step literal equations. So go ahead and solve for w. So here we want to isolate w. So first we're going to move this 2L. So we're going to subtract 2L on both sides. So P minus 2L equals 2W. Now we're going to divide each side by 2. P minus 2L divided by 2 equals W. Number 6, A equals 1/2 BH. So that's the area of a triangle here. So go ahead and isolate B or solve for B. So I'm going to write this out a little bigger. 1/2 times B times H. So I'm going to divide by 1/2 or multiply each side by 2, and then I'm going to divide by H. And that's going to leave me with 2A divided by H equals B. Number 7, solve for L. S equals pi RL plus pi r squared. Go ahead and solve for L. So here's our friend L. So the first thing I got to do is move this guy. So minus pi r squared minus pi r squared. S minus pi r squared is equal to pi times r times L. So now I'm going to divide by pi r to isolate L. Which leaves me with, in the numerator, S minus pi r squared divided by pi r equals L. And that's as far as we're going to reduce that one. And number 8, solve for W. So go ahead and do that. Solve for W. So I have S equals W minus 10E divided by M. So I'm going to multiply by M. And so I have SM or MS is equal to W minus T 10E. Add 10E to both sides. SM plus 10E equals W. And that's how you solve literal equations.